Good afternoon. So, one of the issues that I've always struggled with as an abuse survivor is just exactly what was my role in what took place, what happened with me, both with my uncle when I was 6 and with these three male predators when I was 13. I struggled with what was my role because my body responded to the stimuli. And for years, I used to associate that bodily response to who was I going to become, what was my sexual orientation, would I have been gay if I had never been abused? And one of the things, or in doing research on this, first answer to that question is no. Um, I would not have been responsible for any of the um, actions that took place, both with my uncle when I was 6 and with these three male adult predators. The reason why I say that is because a child cannot give consent. No matter how much of an adult that child thinks he is, bottom line is that both when I was 6 and when I was 13, I was still a child. Doesn't matter how good it felt. It doesn't matter even if I allegedly instigated the initial transaction, meaning even if I set out to seduce the adult, was I still responsible? The answer is no, because a child is exactly that, a child. So you cannot hold a child responsible for, say, for instance, eating too much candy. All right. You put one or two pieces of candy in front of a child and you let them know that they can have it. Now, of course, they're going to want more of it. It's your job as an adult to ring that in or reel that in and say, no, you can't have that because too much candy is not good for you. It's the same thing with sex. All right. Sex feels good. It's a stimuli that most boys respond to. I think girls respond to it too. However, when you're a child, you can't. Your mind and your body are not always in sync. So your body may be responding to a stimuli, even though your mind is telling you that something is wrong. I had learned that the hard way through years of self analysis and dealing with, well, playing the woulda, shoulda, coulda games. I still do those games in my head. I don't know if they're ever going to stop, but one of the things that I always say is that a child cannot, and I repeat, cannot give consent. You cannot tell an immature person that they are an adult and that they can therefore give consent, therefore absolving the predator of any responsibility in what is getting ready to, or in some cases, have already happened. Um, I say that to some of you abuse victims because, especially men, if you're watching this, no, you're not responsible. No, um, you could not have given consent even if you wanted to. And three, and this is probably the most important point, if you are a heterosexual abuse victim, you do not have to play the game in your mind if you are gay. I think you know who you are attracted to and who you are not. It doesn't matter what happened to you. It would be the equivalent of me having sex with a woman early in life, being an abuse victim with a woman, and then knowing that I'm gay all along. You know, um, it works just like that. It's one of those things that I've come to understand over the years. I hope you come to understand it. It's simply one of those things that you're not responsible for what happened. It doesn't matter if your body responds to stimuli, because that's just it. Your body is responding to stimuli. Doesn't matter if that stimuli comes in the form of a woman or a man, it's still stimuli. Now, did my body respond, say, to my teacher that I had no desire for at all? Um, no, my body didn't respond to him. My mind was not in tune to him. Instead, what I did was I said, well, you know what? If he was a good looking guy, I would be all over him. So, I let him do what he wanted to do, and I had to carry that guilt with me for a long, long time before I realized that it was just something um, that was somebody using their position of authority to take advantage of a child. So the first thing and the last thing that I want to leave you off is this. No, you were not responsible for anything that took place with you. No, even if you said yes, even if your body responded, you are not to be held responsible for that, because once again, when you're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years of age, you can't make a cognizant decision in terms of what you're going to pursue or not. I didn't, I really had no idea as to what I was doing until I got into my late teens. And then I became acutely aware of my sexuality, as well as who I was with at the time. But that's for another show. That's for another, um, broadcast on this channel. And we will talk about that. In the meantime, if you've liked what you've heard, please leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, Jerome Whitehead at youtube.com. And once again, you're not at fault. I just want to leave you with that. You are not at fault. You take care. I hope to hear from all of you, and I hope all of you are having a blessed day. Take care.